Let's talk about the ugly little app that could. QR codes. I see them everywhere now. I remember 5 years ago, there was this funny meme, should I put a QR code on my packaging? And it was kind of a yes, no thing. And it always ended in no. It was very funny. But now I see them everywhere. Now you've highlighted some issues around they're doing a great job, QR codes, for a variety of reasons. I was in a restaurant in Kingston, and you pop it in and you fill out the, contact tracing stuff. But are you concerned about
Did you have a
privacy, or
problem doing
you've
it?
read something? No,
No. Now, a lot
no,
of people
not at
have
all. It
contacted me and said to me, I always have some issues with QR codes. They don't work for me. My phone doesn't read
hmm,
them properly. There
hmm.
was one friend of mine who's a restaurant expert. He told me that he went to a restaurant and read the QR code, ended up on the Hyundai website.
Would you like to buy? Would you like a car with that appetizer?
Exactly.
Well,
Yeah.
I think, advantage to the big companies, right? So I was at a big chain restaurant, and it's seamless. I typed in my information, texted me back a code number that I gave to the woman at the front. Seamless. Same, by the way, in Ontario, we were checking in with passports, so we don't actually have a passport, but I have my vaccination on my phone. Everybody's asking, you couldn't get into the restaurant with it. Didn't it created a bit of a line, but everybody was cool. So far so good, I think, from even that perspective. But anyway, let's talk about privacy. Do you have any concerns around, other than functionality, around QR codes and the data they may be collecting?
Yeah, so the Canadian Press actually called us for an interview about QR codes, and I did say I'm not a privacy cybersecurity expert. You may want to talk to someone, and they did actually. So in the
Hmm.
article, there is a cybersecurity expert quoted, and I actually think that that QR codes are highly vulnerable to piracy, and it can be an issue because you can actually trick them. You can actually change them. You can get a QR code very easily. And so certainly the beauty of QR codes is that it can contain a lot of data, way more
Yep.
so than UPC barcodes, which is great. Even double layered UPC barcodes, they're great to contain data. When you think about transparency, when you think about making the entire supply chain more transparent, a lot of companies are embracing blockchain technologies now. I mean, if you want to offer a portal to consumers, QR codes are perfect for that. If you want to tell the story of your food, sort of thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I mean, you got to think about, okay, well, are we exposing the entire supply chain to more risk? If you like, just thinking about what happened this summer with GBS, with the $11 million ransom. I mean, this is
Right.
certainly a real issue. Cybersecurity is a real issue for the food industry. So I think it's great. It has potential, but we also need to be careful about cybersecurity issues.
Yeah, and
But
for the listeners out there that may not be aware, GBS was held ransom with ransomware, cybersecurity, and their systems were locked out. Food producer, food processor, and eventually
and
paid
they paid a
$11 million.
ransom of $11 million. It
Yeah,
worked. That's the
yeah.
worst part.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
far beyond the scope of this podcast, but this is the downside, severe downside to cyber currency, right? Digital currency is it's the currency of
yeah,
crime,
yeah.
and China's realized that. They're cracking down on that, and I think eventually, North
Are you
America is going to have to regulate it.
into Bitcoin, Michael?
No, not really. I mean, I don't trade anything I don't understand what moves it. Like you might as well just go to Vegas. Like I watch it go up and down, but I don't understand what drives the up and down. I try to, I at least try to notionally understand what's going to drive success or failure in a stock or bond or whatever. I just, and maybe I know I'm missing out on opportunity, but or
Hey,
I'm
if you
missing
go
out
to El
on.
Salvador, they'll tell you what's moving it.
Well, now with China banning it and taking it over, and most of the farming going on. Anyway, I don't trade in it because I just fundamentally don't like trading in stuff I don't understand. What
I between
you know?
Bitcoin and the casino, I picked the casino because I can actually have fun.
That's right. That's right. That's right. It can actually have fun.